Ain't no singing, they don't give a damn. White folks, go tell them.
Little comedy time.
Drinking fountain. Go tell them that. You can't drink here. Then bring your ass up there to drink. Go on. Them are some bad little motherfuckers. Don't care nothing about jail. Don't care about going to jail. That's a plus, not a minus. You don't care about no goddamn jail. And bring your little German Shepherds. Bring them. They got pit bulls. They'll chase you in your German Shepherd. These two little young white men, you should see your faces. They're like this. You know I'm telling you the goddamn truth. You got them little black friends. You know how crazy they are. They crazy. Get them not no goddamn German Shepherds. And I'm from that old school. Them white folks love them dogs. They love them dogs. And they used to sick them German Shepherds on. You remember that? They're just trying to get us. And I'm a human being. Nobody protested that. They was back there hiding. Sick him. Get him. I remember them dogs. I don't give a damn about a dog. Because white folks will take a baby and leave it in the garbage can in front of the fire department. Give a damn about no baby. Fuck that baby. I didn't want that baby. But not a puppy. They just did it the other day. The man hit and ran and hit people and ran. Hit them and ran. They won't hit a puppy. They know they're going to hell if they hit a puppy.
Peace and blessings and good morning, y'all. It's Tuesday. It's October 1st, y'all. It is October 1st. It's a new month. Getting closer to the holidays. Yeah. I hope life's treating everyone well. It's move in or out day for people that are moving and stuff like that. So, wish everyone luck with that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Try not to stress out too much. Only reason I'm bringing that up is because when I was walking the dog this morning, I saw like a couple U-Haul trucks out in front, so that means people either moving in or moving out. So, yeah. Just listening to a little John Coltrane. You know what I'm saying? Got the day off. Michelle and I do. We're going to meet my mother for some coffee this morning. And, because she's going out of town for a few days, so we like to try to get together before those kind of things happen, you know what I mean? Just to catch up real quick. Yeah, she's going to Canada. So, shout out Canada as well, too. Yep, shout out Quebec, Canada. Yeah, and we're actually going to have a little conversation with Mom once she's there in Canada. And just, she's going to give us a call and just let us know the sights and sounds and, what's going on there in Quebec. Yep. All right, y'all. Peace. And back to this episode. I got this video clip I'm going to start it off with. I'm going to let the John Coltrane roll out, though, for a minute if y'all are cool with that. I'm going to go pour me a cup of coffee, okay? I'll be right back. Just play music for maybe 45 seconds. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Yeah. So I got this video clip I would like like for y'all to listen to if that's cool with y'all. Oh, and shout out Finland too. We have someone listening from Finland. I just saw that this morning. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Shout out Finland. Hope life's treating you well. You know what I mean? And enjoy your day. And thanks for checking out our podcast. I guarantee you will like it. We talk about racial issues and stereotypes and classisms and all the isms, and we talk about life, my experiences, and just all that. We try to tie it in and make it relevant. You know what I mean? There's no fluff. We don't just BS on here. Even when we're like, it kind of sounds like we're joking around or being lighthearted, we're still trying to make a point or connect something. You know what I mean? It has something to do with real life. Yep. My whole goal, you can even go look on my Twitter or X or whatever it is at David V. Johnson 2. You can go check that out. That's my X page. Yeah, and you can look at my, your header or whatever it says, like your little saying. Mine says my whole goal in life is for things to be fair. You know what I mean? That's why I do all this. I just want things to be fair. To me, like, someone shouldn't get to do something else because their skin tone is different, or, you know what I mean? Like, what makes you better than me? Like, who said that? Who defined that? Who made that? Like, who told you that you're better than me? You know what I mean? Yeah. All right, so let's see what we got here. I got this video clip. Gonna play. And this is shout out John Adrian Velasquez, who has been freed. Shout him out. I know he's feeling like $1 million right now. There's nothing like getting released from prison. Oh my God, it's like being born again or something. That is, man. Okay, so let's see. So an innocent black man is freed after 27 years in prison, y'all. He did 27 piece. John Adrian Velasquez, who was just 22 when he was sentenced to 25 years to life in the 1998 murder of ex-cop Albert Ward, was exonerated Monday thanks to a bit of DNA taken from a slip of paper. New York City man John Adrian Velasquez, who spent 24 years behind bars for ex-cop's murder, is exonerated. Y'all hear me? He is exonerated thanks to DNA. This article is by Kevin Sheehan and Jorge Fitzgibbon, published September 30th, 2024 at 12:29 p.m. Eastern Time. Yep, it says he was freed. An innocent black man is free after 27 years in prison. Man, no. That's got to be tough to deal with for more than two reasons, but one reason is like it feels good to get released from prison even when you've done something wrong. You know what I mean? And your time is up and you get out. That's a great feeling. But just imagine like being free just because you've been locked up that long, and throw on top of that you were innocent and you had to do all that time. Dude can't get none of that time back. Oh man, 27 years. Dude's like basically threw a whole life out. Because, I mean, some people don't even live to be 27 years old or whatever, for whatever reasons. So just think about that. Like, he literally threw away an entire life. Not him. I'm saying the court system did for fucking him over like that. But, yeah, shout him out. He's free. Shout out that DNA. Yep. Viola Fletcher, 110 years old, and Leslie Benningfield Randall, 109, are the last known survivors of one of the single worst acts of violence against black people in the United States history. Let's see what else we got going on here. Florida woman accused of using her own toddler son to make child sex abuse videos. They're just, yeah. We got one more here. Damon Tedford is a 55-year-old white man who is a 55. Damon Tedford, who is a 55-year-old white man, was charged with raping two boys ages 11 and 12. This is out of Davenport, Iowa, y'all. This shit never ends. Yeah, this is out of Davenport, Iowa. Damon Tedford, 55-year-old white man, was charged with raping two boys ages 11 and 12. Davenport, Iowa. Keep your kids safe out here. Don't be letting, you know what I'm saying? It's just some weird, yeah, people need to get their mentals together. Yeah, but shout out John Adrian Velasquez. Yep, shout him out. Little music interlude. This is Jada Kiss, Dave East, Styles P. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what they're talking about.
Mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are. It will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Go out and get it, try to bring it back. They always gonna need somebody to point the finger at. My army now harder than it was when I was slinging arrows. I'm a tax-paying citizen, I ain't slinging jack. Keep my name in the mix, cause they know me. I ain't never hung out with them, we ain't homies. A lot of the hate really come from being lonely. And as soon as you stop playing with them, you being phony. I ain't playing with them, nah. Shotty for the youngsters, give them the whole thing. Yeah, body in the dumpsters, screwing niggas that tied niggas up, call it trunks. Way I'm on it, it's like a new Gotti is amongst us.
Good morning, y'all. Good afternoon. Good evening, y'all. I'm just talking shit cause I'm breathing, y'all. I'm just talking shit cause I'm a heathen, y'all. I'm simply MCing, y'all. Good morning, y'all. Good afternoon. Good evening, y'all. I'm just talking shit cause I'm breathing, y'all. I'm just talking shit cause I'm a heathen, y'all. I'm simply MCing, y'all.
I put so much work in this game, 2,000 days to catch me. Rewards are hopping off a plane, Jamaica waves and jet ski. They raise me better, look around, grown and behavior, Vessi. Me Viennese, De Niro, Pacino, Pesci, nigga. My pocket's hefty, Desi, the Eagle lefty. Respect me, so far ahead I'll still be pastured if I leave a century. The demons sent me Benzo, Beamer, Bentley. I got a Sino recipe, and the machine that's full of chemo sets me. Is my niggas from the...
Lloyd Banks is in this one too. You want some of the cigarette, baby? I got you. She's on the phone. Yeah, I think her son's stomach's all fucked up or whatever. Good afternoon.
Good evening, y'all. I'm just talking shit cause I'm breathing, y'all. I'm just talking shit cause I'm a heathen, y'all. I'm simply MCing, y'all. Good morning, y'all. Good afternoon. Good evening, y'all. I'm just talking shit cause I'm breathing, y'all.
Morning. Rest in peace, Dikembe Mutombo. Rest in peace, Dikembe Mutombo, one of the greatest defensive players in NBA history. Yeah, played for the Atlanta Hawks, Denver Nuggets. I remember one of the lasting images of Dikembe was when Denver had beat, was it Seattle, I believe it was, in the playoffs that one year. I think they were like an 8 seed. No one expected them to win. Yeah, Dikembe wasn't a great offensive player, but he was a hell of a defender. Died of brain cancer, 58. That's too young to be dying. You know, and when those kind of things happen, it's kind of like super reality check. And what it makes me think is just to make sure that I'm keeping myself healthy and just know what's going on with my body and stuff like that, and just not taking my health for granted. You know what I mean? So, and I know and just people in general, I know men just in general, not all of us, but I know a lot of us. I didn't say all or most, but I'll say a good number of us don't like going to the doctor and stuff like that. That's just a fact. It is. I'd say if you had 10 men standing right there and we had like something going on with us, like, you know, a little pain or issue or whatever, at least 7 out of 10 of us would be like, no, I'm not going to the doctor. Like if our girlfriends or wives or whatever asked us, say, do you want to go to the doctor or just deal with it? I think at least 7 out of the 10 men would be like, nah, I'll just deal with it. I'll be good. It'll go away, whatever it is. I'm straight. You know? So, yeah. Sometimes I think we let our ego and pride get in the way of letting us, like, do things. You know what I mean? That'll be more beneficial for us. I think women are better with, like, giving in. Not giving in, but, like, just, you know, giving in to their emotions, or just, you know, just doing things like that, like going to get checkups, going to the doctor, like all that kind of. They're better with that. They're better with that. They just are. Let's see what's going on outside. Let's see who has leisure time. I don't know if you could hear them out there. They're out there on them kayaks or them canoes. I don't know if that's a team thing or if that's just something you do on your own. You know what I mean? But they'll be out there enjoying themselves. I wish I had time to do that. A little more music, a little jazz. I listen to more than rap music. Trying to capture the sound is crazy. Every time the kayak or the canoes come by and I try to get... They stop talking. So I got the worst timing. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, they're out there early, man, all in the river. Like, what are they doing out there? Like, yeah, it's 5:45 in the morning. Like, I ain't saying there's nothing wrong with that activity. It looks fun, you know, decent little exercise. But at 5:45 in the morning, why not at 10:45 in the morning or something? Even if you have the day off, like, who's getting up to go do that early in the morning? God, you gotta love the damn water. Wow. Only thing I'm up for this early is when I have to work this early in the morning or to watch the news or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. All right. Back to the episode, though. Michelle just got up and check in with her. And we'll get back to this episode. And shout out, it's a new month. And spread the word. If you're liking the podcast, you know what I mean? Spread the word. Help us out. You know, spread the word. Whether you think it's somebody that would agree with me or disagree with us or, you know, kind of whatever, just, you know what I'm saying? Help promote our podcast. You know what I mean? All right, y'all. Back to the episode, and enjoy your day. Stay safe. Head on a swivel out here. And back to the episode. And thank you for everyone who's listening. Shout out my Aunt Betty. It was her birthday recently. I want to say shout out and happy birthday. And just say love the rest of my family. And holidays are coming up, so I'm sure I'll be seeing everyone. Peace. I won a few more dollars on DraftKings last night. I won $43. That's not a lot of money or nothing, but I put a little lineup in on the 2 NFL games last night. Yep, won a few bucks. And FYI, like if you play like those daily fantasy things like FanDuel, DraftKings, I mess with DraftKings, but you know, like if you win money, like, and you put in like a withdrawal request, you know, to get your money, like you can have your money sent, you know, via PayPal or whatever Cash App you have. But like, so I have the PayPal. So when I went on DraftKings, I make my withdrawal. Like I won money last night, right? And I withdrew it this morning. It's already in my account. It literally takes like 1 or 2 minutes from the time you put in your withdrawal from the money you won to the time it hits your account. Is literally about 2 minutes. I'm not exaggerating. It's literally like 2 minutes. Yep. You get your money instantly. So, yep. Just letting y'all know that, putting y'all up on that. Yep. But it's weird too, like with that, because they don't consider that gambling. Like the DraftKings putting in the lineups, you know what I'm saying? That's not considered gambling because that's allowed here in Wisconsin. But like DraftKings has like a sports book and a pick six, and they have like a DraftKings like casino, online casino. Like Wisconsin residents, we can't do that. We're not allowed to do that because that's considered gambling. But we can put in lineups. Fuck an iPhone. Sorry for anyone that has iPhones. I'm just saying, like, to me, them iPhones, that stuff's a waste of money to me. Because once you get an iPhone, you're kind of entangled. Like, they done got you in their web. Apple, they done got you in their web because now you got to buy everything Apple. Apple charger, Apple phone case, Apple this, Apple that. Like, man, Yeah, and then they handcuff you and keep you buying their stuff. My Android works just fine. Love my Android. Shout out Androids. You know what I'm saying? All the regular people got Androids. My mom's got an iPhone now, so she's a regular person. So my mom's the only person with an iPhone that I know that I would give a pass to. No, I'm just playing. No, I love you, Mom, no. But, yeah, not hating on iPhones. They're just so expensive. And in true reality, like, because a lot of people would be like, oh, the cameras are good. Dude, my camera on my Android is excellent. Excellent. And I'd say 85% of the stuff that you can do on an iPhone, you can do on an Android. So, yeah, people need to get over that. Oh, iPhone. Yeah. But to each his own. Music time. So we can go check in with Michelle. She's on the phone with her son. I think he might be having some stomach issues again. I can hear it when he calls her this early. Something's up. Something's bothering him. So I can hear her in there saying, well, take this and just try to. So, yeah. Wish that boy would get his little stomach issues figured out and squared away. You know what I mean? So, yeah. All right. That said Miles Davis.
the Taft-Hartley Act. That is a way that that the president could potentially stop this strike. However, President Biden says he is not looking to do that right now. Kate?
All right, let's see what happens today.
They're saying nearly 50,000 workers at 14 major U.S. ports are on strike. So, because I saw, okay, this is per CNN, they were interviewing one of the port, like, supervisor. He was like a higher upper for, like, their union or whatever it is. They were interviewing him yesterday. And they were asking him, like, what the issue is. And they had outlined, like, what the workers are asking for. So currently, I guess, like, the starting pay, or at least for this person he was talking about his people or whatever, okay, or his workers or whatever, their demands. So I'm not saying this is for everyone around the country. But for this individual company or whatever, union or whatever it was, he was saying that they want to go from making $39 an hour to $69 an hour. So they want a $30 per hour increase, like pretty much like ASAP, like immediately, right? That's a lot of money. And I'm not a port worker, so I don't know what all they do. I'm sure it's pretty strenuous work. You know what I mean? Monotonous, strenuous. It's probably a tough job to do that. You know what I mean? Long hour, like, so. I get it, right? But my point with this is, as soon as I saw that story and they were talking about they want an extra $30 an hour. They want to go from $39 to $69 an hour, right? That's one of their demands. And I'm like, damn, y'all haven't even raised the minimum wage. The minimum wage has been the same since I think it's only changed a couple of times since I've been alive, actually. Because I remember my very first job I ever had was at Capitol Court Theater. Shout out Capitol Court Theaters. For people that are from Milwaukee or that are listening in Wisconsin, you know what I'm saying? Capitol Court Theaters, yep. That was my very first job. I think I was getting paid like $5.25 or $5.50 an hour or something like that. That's what minimum wage was back then. And I was like, 16 or whatever, how old I was. So, and now minimum wage, in 2024 is, $7.25? I think it is, right? So it's only went up literally like $2 in my lifetime. Or, between the time I started working until now. So you haven't even bumped the minimum wage, not even by $1 in decades. But here it is. And I'm saying for everyone, for the entire country. You know what I'm saying? But here it is. People can just say, I'm going to stop working. And I know that's because of unions and stuff like that. But to say you want an extra $30 an hour or else, but we can't even raise a minimum wage, which is sitting at $7.25, like that don't even see what I'm saying? Like we can't even have a real conversation about, for some reason, why is that a thing too? For some reason, like they're talking about the economy and stuff a lot, and increase in price hikes and all that stuff's going up, costing more, houses, just everything, groceries, gas. Actually, gas is going down here in Wisconsin. At least gas is cheap as hell. Because I do delivery, driving and stuff, so I put gas in the car a lot, so I know gas is cheaper now. Definitely get more bang for my buck on the gas for sure. But how are you not gonna raise the minimum wage? But then you have people over here And I'm not saying that job, like, that's necessary. That job is necessary because they said over 40% of the goods, like just all the stuff that we use, comes from that port out on the East Coast. They said 40% of everything that we use, buy, all that stuff comes in through that port. So it's super important. You know what I mean? But man, to be able to demand that, ask for it that quickly, and they're probably going to get it. Or maybe they won't get that much, but they'll probably meet in the middle. Here it is, people making $40 an hour basically are asking to make $70. But here it is, people poor, just scraping by, are asking. Remember, people were asking for $15, an hour minimum wage, and like people didn't want. Some people were for it, like workers were, but like a lot of people, oh no. Yeah, that don't make sense to me. You know what I mean? And that shows you what they think about the low wage worker. Or, the grocery store worker, the cashier, the gas station clerk, the, people that do those kind of jobs. Why can't their pay go up? That's essential stuff. It's on a much lower scale, but damn. Yeah. So I was thinking about that when I saw that story. I'm like, damn, they're making $40 an hour already. And then I added that up. So let's say you're making $40 an hour. You're working, let's just say 5 days a week. And you're working 8 hours. I'm just doing the basic. So let's say you're working 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. You're making $40 an hour. So you're making, 8 times 4? So you're making well over $300 a day. 5 days a week, so you're making about $1,500 a week. So you're either, so most people get paid every 2 weeks. So here it is, after taxes, you're pulling in $2,600, $2,700 every 2 weeks. Most people can live off that. That's a pretty nice paycheck. Even if you have a kid. That's pretty solid paycheck. So but we can't even get the minimum wage to $15 an hour. Huh?
Can I warm up my coffee?
Yeah, I got you. You want me to pour you some, or did you?
I poured.
You got some poured? I was just talking about that port stuff. How they want to go up from $40 to $70 an hour. They're stopping working. But we can't even get the minimum wage moved up.
Yeah, I'm here.
Crazy.
Please come worker.
I got you.
Okay. Here's a really good way of helping you calm down.
Milk or cream?
It's going to be okay.
Oh, you got the half and half, okay. All right, y'all. Yeah, Michelle's on the phone with her son. But yeah, with that, as far as that goes, though, like your stomach is your second brain. Like we all admit that, like if your stomach ain't right, like it can have you in a mood, like too. It's like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, that's a true saying. But anyways, yeah, but it's just some stuff. It's just like, wait, like they're sitting here asking, and they're making a decent salary. The $40 an hour? Most people don't make no $40 an hour. I don't care what kind of job they have. And they want another 30, but we can't even get the minimum wage bumped up. Yeah, that's crazy. Trump's the goat of clowns. Yeah, with that port stuff. Yeah, their demands are like, they're making $39 an hour, right? And they want it to go up to $69 an hour.
Whoa, that's a big hike.
That's what I'm saying, exactly. And
I mean,
then
I'm sure they work hard, but that is a large.
Definitely, and that's what I was saying, and
it's
it
like
made
a
me
50% raise. That's. I mean, are they that underpaid?
Well, they say 40% of all goods that we use come from that port, from the East Coast out there. So that is a lot, but still, my thing is like we can't even get the minimum. The minimum wage is still $7.25. The minimum wage has only gone up $2 from the very first job I ever had.
And which is weird because
other
states have raised it now to like 15.
But not us. What is that?
And like
somebody
a job
tell
at
me what that
McDonald's
is.
Not even minimum wage. Does anyone pay minimum wage anymore?
Oh yeah, if you're a busser,
yeah.
If you're working at service, which a lot of people do. You know what I'm saying? But like no one really talks about that. Like they're talking about the economy, immigration, like price increases, all this, right? They're talking about it, but I haven't heard anyone really pinpoint or talking about the minimum wage going up. I've heard a couple times, but
yeah, I have not heard.
Like, shouldn't that be part of the discussion?
I want to say I feel like I've heard either one or both candidates like mention it
briefly,
but not
nothing in depth.
Wouldn't that help the economy? If people made more money, they'd be able to.
Isn't that just a basic start?
I mean, saying we're going to lower the cost of things doesn't really help somebody who still doesn't make enough money.
Exactly. That doesn't make more sense.
Interesting sun this morning. It's very cloudy out.
Very cloudy. Mm-hmm. How's that first sip of coffee? Couple sips of coffee?
Much needed.
How'd you sleep?
Well, I had this horrible nightmare.
Yeah, tell the people, baby.
I had this. I'm gonna try. You know, like after you've been up for like an hour, the memory.
Say real quick, I did hear you because I just kind of woke up and I was laying there and I heard you saying, you were like, I was like, uh-oh, she must be having a dream, like someone's chasing her or something. And then I kind of shook your leg, like.
Yeah, so I had this dream. I don't know all the details, obviously, but it felt like it lasted all night. And like someone had kidnapped the kids.
Oh, both of them?
Yes.
Oh, because you had said Maya.
Well, because when I woke up, I was in the middle of trying to save Maya. Because this person I found out where they were. I opened up the door, and it smelled like ammonia really bad.
Oh.
Like cat box ammonia.
Ooh.
Right, like real strong like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I walk in, and this child was like dousing a mattress with ammonia.
What?
And I could hear Maya like under the mattress.
Mm-hmm.
And then this, I'm going to say like demon child. I could hear Joe screaming in the background, which is weird because he called me screaming this morning. So I could hear Joe screaming in another room, but I could hear Maya moaning under this. It was like a baby mattress, like the kind that
Some
are like.
Some of the scenery and dreams would be weird.
Like the kind that are striped. Like what you would see like at a hospital or prison, like old. And it smelled like ammonia, and this little demon child was like lighting a match. And I was trying to lift up the mattress to like save Maya.
Oh.
And then.
Is that where I woke you up when I woke you up?
That's when I was like, couldn't breathe because the ammonia smelled so bad.
Here they come.
Man, they're out early.
Thank you, exactly. Now count. I'm not trying to make it racial, but count how many.
I can't see.
You can see skin tone, though.
Not really.
You don't see nothing dark.
I mean, I don't see anything dark. Yeah, they all look the same. Yeah.
In other words, as far so with that dream stuff, here's the other thing with that.
Yeah.
Do you think, does that mean that you are maybe worrying about your daughter? Or, I'm saying when dreams, do you think that's something maybe you were thinking about while you were up during the day maybe, and then when you fall asleep at night? Like, because sometimes I think dreams are just, okay, we go to sleep, but our brain is still thinking about stuff.
I mean, I did check her location before I went to bed.
Damn.
I do that almost
She's
every
not
night.
out of town anymore, baby.
I know. I just like to make sure that, because she basically lives
and plus
alone.
what she got stuck up too, so that's probably still in your head.
Yeah, that's very much in my head. And that kid is changing his plea.
To innocent now?
Or not guilty.
Or not guilty.
Whatever. So that is getting pushed back now to he has till December to file something.
Listen to him real quick, y'all.
Sounds like military.
Something,
like
don't
boot
it?
camp.
That's what leisure time sounds like, I guess.
Yeah.
That's crazy though, baby.
Yeah, and then what's funny is then I fell back asleep.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I was dreaming about anything. And then my watch kept vibrating because the other kid was having a panic attack.
Michelle's always momming, just like I'm sure there's women that are listening that are always momming too. You never stop momming if you're a mom.
Yeah.
Right?
Like he spirals and then just starts screaming.
Right.
So that's kind of
Hi,
hard.
Marley.
It's hard to calm somebody down on the phone like that. But anyway.
Excuse me,
yeah,
Marley.
that was a hi. Literally everybody's
All the
around.
pets are over here surrounding Michelle. All right, y'all, back to the episode. Michelle voted for Kamala yesterday. She did her mail-in ballot and stuff. And so what happens with that now?
So I mail it in. And because they have a drop box, but it's not for absentee ballots. So they did say that if you put your absentee ballot in there, it'll be sent back to you.
Wow.
Because they can't accept it that way. There's very strict rules on that. So they can't accept it that way. I don't know why. Because they had a Dropbox during COVID, but I don't know what the rules are on Dropboxes anymore.
You heard about the mayor of it was in Warsaw?
Yeah,
stole the
took
Dropbox, took it. What the fuck?
And then they replaced it.
Like, dude, come on, you're the mayor of what is up with that? Let somebody black do something like that.
Under the jail.
Under the jail. Oh, and shout out Abby Phillip. Her show is good at night.
Yeah,
they'll be on there. Why can't you get Republicans to admit anything? They were playing clips last night for Donald Trump. He even admitted in his speech, he said, this is a dark speech. He literally said it. They played all the stuff he was saying about the mic and all this stuff yesterday, talking about having basically an hour for cops to just purge on criminals and all that stuff.
Right.
They played the clip for him saying it, and then that Scott Jennings tried to say, I didn't hear it or I didn't know, and then they played it a second time, and then when they came back and they asked him again, it was just like, why can't they just say, that's wrong? Can't say that kind of stuff.
Or I don't agree with that.
Why can't they do that shit?
And that Byron Donaldson.
Oh my
God. I want to say Donaldson, but I think it's Donalds.
Black European dude, such a.
But then he'll say
Keith Boykin if you're getting after them. I love it.
But what's funny is Byron paraphrases and says, well, Trump said this, And they're like, no, he didn't. And then they'll play the clip of what he actually said. And he's like, well, he's talking about that. Like, he'll, like, almost like mansplain it. Mm-hmm. What he's, like, his interpretation of what Trump is saying. And it's like,
answering what
but what he said was cops should purge for an hour and all the theft would be gone. And he's like, well, what he meant is that we need to fund the police, not defund the police.
Fuck what he said. It just, this is what.
Right. And they're like, but that's not what he said. And he's like, well, what he's talking about is.
Byron Donaldson.
Like, we don't need you to explain what he's talking about. We know what he's talking about. We want you to explain why he said that.
Right. And we want you to say that it's not okay.
Like, you chose different words. He didn't. So
that's what I'm saying. And then he lied, and then Trump lied about saying that he didn't, or Joe Biden, about a phone call.
Yeah, Joe Biden's ignoring the governor, and then the governor was at a press conference. It's like, yeah, I just talked to him.
Right, straight up lie.
I missed a call from him, and then he called me back. You know, we played phone tag. I got a whole, you know.
He straight up lied. Straight up confirmed, straight up lied.
And here's the other thing, like, and then he was like, yep, we're going to Georgia. We're bringing resources. We're bringing water. We're bringing electricity. He didn't say bringing electricity, but, you know, like, we're bringing supplies, blah, blah, blah. On your private jet, you're bringing that for the whole state? Like, you don't have the capacity to bring FEMA.
Exactly.
Like, and the systems are in place. Like, it takes time to restore power.
Right.
Like I was telling you, my boss is in South Carolina, and they had a lot of damage.
Yep.
They didn't have any power. They still don't have power.
That takes time.
They still don't have power.
Oh, yeah, the VP debate is tonight, too.
If that'll be interesting.
Because
Tim Walz seems like he doesn't like arguing with people. You know, like he's not aggressive.
And I think J.D. Vance will hurt Trump more than Tim Walz would hurt Kamala.
Yes, because Vance will go, like, off the rails like Trump does.
Yep.
And, like, Tim Walz just doesn't seem like the kind of guy that, like, he's not going to argue. He's not going to belabor a point with you. Mm-hmm. He's not going to argue with you about it. He's not going to raise his voice. He's not going to say anything psycho.
Exactly.
You know, he's probably just going to shake his head and grin. Because, like, you just sound like a buffoon. Like a boob.
A snow chimp. That's what they're calling them now. I didn't do it. I didn't say it. They're calling the white criminals that do crazy stuff, they're calling them snow chimps. Because you know that. A white, because you know they call black people monkeys and gorillas and all that.
We're calling the United States the Banana Republic.
I don't know what the fuck that means. Every time I hear Banana Republic, I think about the store back in the day, Banana.
Right, and I'm thinking like...
What does that even mean? Maybe I'm dumb. What does a Banana Republic mean? Just like kind of do whatever?
I mean, I also feel like maybe this isn't it, but is it like, are you saying it's like the Congo or something? Like, I don't get it.
And he's saying we got to get these people out of here. They need to go... Like, come on, y'all.
So you're going to deport 11 million people in one day?
That's what I'm saying.
I'd actually love to see how you would physically get 11 million people out of a country.
They ended up also arresting, in addition to the shooter, they ended up arresting a third roommate, one who was not shot. Turns out that third roommate had been stockpiling a huge amount of homemade explosives in their shared garage.
Huh.
In a separate incident, a little more than a year earlier, March 2016, a 28-year-old woman was arrested for robbing 4 different convenience stores in Maryland while armed with a machete.
These are white people.
It all comes together. Turns out the machete wielder and the explosives hoarder then began a relationship.
Whoa.
While they were each serving time in separate prisons. Aw. Now today, those two individuals were arrested again. Federal prosecutors allege that the two plotted to attack 5 electrical power substations around Baltimore, Maryland. Their plan was allegedly to knock out a ring of 5 specific electrical substations.
Yeah, these are white supremacist people.
In one day, because they thought that would cause a cascading effect to, quote, completely destroy the whole city. Subsequent race war in the...
That's crazy.
To fight or to flee unjust attack, danger in the form of injustice or incorrectness exists every place in the known universe. The white supremacists collectively intend to practice white supremacy forever. Read that again. The white supremacists the white supremacists collectively intend to practice white supremacy forever.
Exonerated.
And as Alice Gaynor reports, new DNA technology helped to make this possible.
In 1998, Albert Ward, a retired NYPD detective who was running a gambling parlor in Harlem, was shot and killed during a...
This is that story, the Velasquez story. I told you about the guy that got freed, exonerated. This is the video clip.
robbery. John Adrian Velasquez, a father of 2, was convicted at age 22 after several witnesses who picked him out of a lineup said he was the gunman. He spent nearly 24 years behind bars for a crime he didn't commit. Since that time, Velasquez, his family, and attorneys have been fighting his conviction. The Manhattan DA's office opposed 2 motions over the years to vacate, and both were denied by the court. But in 2022, the DA's post-conviction justice unit opened a new investigation that found Velasquez's DNA was not on a betting slip touched by the suspect before Ward was shot. Finally, on Monday,
I am granting the petition to set aside the verdict.
He was formally exonerated. Attorneys who represented him for more than a decade say not only was his DNA not there, eyewitnesses gave inconsistent descriptions and phone records backed up his alibi.
This should have been done 10 years ago.
While incarcerated at Sing Sing Correctional Facility, he received 2 degrees, became a certified paralegal helping others wrongfully convicted, and mentored and educated others.
So I guess they're calling them snow chimps. They said the snow chimps are at it again. So this is out of Toledo, Ohio. A civilization builder kidnapped, handcuffed, and raped a woman. Kevin G. Thompson II, 35, forced a woman into his car, handcuffed her, and drove her to his house where he raped her. Detectives say there is video and physical evidence of the attack. Yeah, they call dude a snow chimp. Like, because he's white. That's funny. Let me see. I'm going to see if I can find some audio on that. What's dude's name? Kevin G. Thompson. Alright, let me see. Okay, I got the video. Hope there's no ads. Let's see. This is out of Toledo, Ohio, y'all. Man accused of taking videos of teen girls getting in and out of showers. He pled not guilty. Oh damn! This is a whole different story. Another white fella. The grand jury indicted Justin Carmody, 35, on September 4th. He's facing 25 counts for legal use of minor and nudity-oriented material. A man who was accused of taking videos of a teen girl getting in and out of a shower while she was nude has pleaded not guilty. Yeah, this isn't even the story I was clicking on. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. Kevin G. Thompson. I thought there was a video. Okay, let's see. This is from the Toledo Blade. Toledo man charged with kidnapping and raping a woman. A Toledo man was arrested Saturday night accused of kidnapping and raping a woman and booked into the Lucas County Jail. Sorry about they popped them ads up. Booked into the Lucas County Jail Sunday morning pending arraignment Monday. The man, Kevin Thompson II, 35, of the 500 block of Mayfair Boulevard, did force the victim into his car, handcuffed her, and transported her to his home, where he forced the victim to have sexual conduct with him, according to a police affidavit filed with the court Sunday. The accused was arrested at 9:42 p.m. Saturday and booked into the jail at 7:22 a.m., pending arraignment Monday and at Toledo Municipal Court, according to jail records. He was charged with 5 counts of sexual activity-related felony charges, 1 count of kidnapping, 2 counts of sexual conduct by compelling submission by force or threat of force, and 2 counts of rape. The affidavit cites video evidence, physical evidence, and the victim's statements as sources of the information. And this was published September 29, 2024 at 7:47 p.m. And this is out of this is from the Blade. Yeah, I guess Toledo, Ohio, theblade.com. I was looking for a video. I went to click on the video of it, and then it popped up another story. That was when I started reading. But yeah, it's crazy stuff going on in Toledo, Ohio. And they're worried about making up stories about people eating animals and shit, and there's these fucking crazy people running around raping people. Let's see what else is going on in Springfield, Ohio. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what other crime is going on there that they're probably not talking about. Let's see. They're going to probably just talk about local crime, news, courts, booking. Let's see. Bear with me. So this is the Springfield News Sunday. So their little slogan is "Trusted since 1898." So let's see. Springfield. Wow. Springfield man pleads not guilty, accused of pointing gun at Haitian man and kids. Let's see what that story is. This is like live and in person. I just clicked on the Springfield News to see like what other crime. So I didn't plan this, or I'm not trying to highlight a certain, say, court record. Okay, Springfield man pleads not guilty, accused of pointing gun at Haitian man and kids. Court records: Blaney denied entering neighbor's garage. Haitian family said they won't let kids play outside. Didn't want man charged. Fearing retaliation. The Springfield man faces multiple charges related to accusations that he entered his neighbor's residence and pointed a handgun at them on Saturday. According to court records, James Blaney, white fella, 43, of Springfield, allegedly entered his neighbor's garage where their children were playing Saturday and pointed a gun at the man and his 3 children while shouting for them to shut up, adding an expletive. A friend of the family who was in the attached house told police she witnessed this and she went to close the garage door, making Blaney exit quickly. According to court records, the alleged victims, who are Haitian immigrants, did not want Blaney to be charged, in fear that there will be retaliation in the future. They told police the children are not permitted to play outside and instead are allowed to play in the garage or the house due to the fears of someone harming them. Blaney faces 3 first-degree felony aggravated burglary charges. He pleaded not guilty on all 3 counts Monday in municipal court. According to court records, I'll just read this last part. Blaney denied entering the neighbor's garage. His wife says she had been home and did not see her husband leave the house. Of course she's going to lie for him. Officers noted in their report that they smelled alcohol on Blaney and his wife, of course, and they did not find a gun on the man, but that he has a license for the concealed carry. The Clark County Prosecutor's Office said Wednesday that it does not comment on cases pending investigation and indictment when questioned about whether the victim's national origin played a role in the alleged crime. Of course it did. They just don't want their hate crime stats going up and up and up and up and up and up. In other news, Haitians sue Trump, Vance, and Elon Musk. Others in federal civil rights defamation case. Ohio Highway Patrol, hundreds of stops, 136 tickets over 2 weeks in Springfield. I bet you a lot of them are like drinking and driving. Oh, let's see this. Springfield staffing firm responds to allegations of busing and exploiting Haitians. Let's see, I want to see what this highway patrol stuff is. Okay, Ohio Highway Patrol, hundreds of stops, 136 tickets over 2 weeks in Springfield. And there's a quote. It says, "This has to be 100% race neutral. We look at the violation. We don't look at who is driving the car," said ODPS Director Wilson. I'm going to assume that's the Ohio Department of Public Service, some director, I'm going to guess. Or the Ohio State Patrol or whatever. In the first 2 weeks that the Ohio State Patrol troopers assisted with traffic enforcement in Springfield, troopers made 337 traffic stops, issued 136 enforcement actions, and 101 warnings, according to Andy Wilson, Director of Public Safety for the state of Ohio. OHSP has been on patrol in Springfield since September 11 after city officials struggled to deal with the repeated complaints of reckless driving and driving without a license, many, but far from all, stemming from new Haitian immigrants who are inexperienced drivers. Well, they're racially pulling them over, though. I hope they catch them with dope and probably trying to pull them over so they can, get them. Because a lot of time, you know what I'm saying, like, if you're on a visa or whatever like that, if you fuck up and getting like criminal activity or anything like that, I would assume that they probably like just cut your stuff off and then probably make you go back and stuff. So that's one way, you know what I'm saying, that they can mess with people. I probably wouldn't even drive a car if I was out there. Yeah, but they sued Trump. Let's see what else. Ohio has a problem. Proposal will replace every lead. They got lead lateral problems in Ohio, just like we do in Milwaukee. Yeah. They're fixing the ones up in Madison, or they did. But they've done a small percentage here, but they haven't really carved into the problem. Yep, our water's been messed up for a long time. I was probably drinking lead water when I was a kid. So there is other stuff going on in Springfield, Ohio, too. Sounds like there's a lot of drunk driving, a lot of people getting pulled over.